Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your weekly reading. This week's theme is going to be the divine masculine ghost mode. So what that means is that if you and your masculine are in a separation, or he suddenly pulled away with no explanation, maybe there's no contact, or maybe there's just a challenge right now, this reading may resonate for you. But I just want you guys to take what resonates and get rid of anything that doesn't. All right. This is a reading that I actually offer in my Etsy shop. So if you guys want your own personalized version of this reading, it's a 30-minute reading, and right now it's on sale for the next couple of days, only until the 23rd at 20% off. So be sure to take advantage of that, but with the link down below. So I'm going to follow the outline of this particular reading that I offer, and we're just going to see what's going on with this masculine this week when it comes to this ghosting behavior or this pulling away type of behavior. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. Today's Organite is called the Divine Masculine Nude, created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. And all the decks I'm using here today are actually created by myself. Some also created with my daughter, Kayla Reed Creations, who I'm working with again. I'm so excited. So everything will be listed down below. So let's get into it. The first decks that we're going to tap into are the Connections for the Modern World Oracle and the Connections of the Modern World Tarot. So I like to use these decks together. So let's tap into the first message, which is the energy surrounding this ghosting behavior that has occurred from this masculine this week, you guys. What does Spirit want us to know about this ghosting behavior this week? What is the message? We have bleeding heart. Interesting. Okay. So it could be, you guys, that this masculine is very aware that he's making your heart bleed by his actions or inactions right now. So it's not that he's just completely unaware of himself. He's aware that his actions are causing hurt. All right. But it could also be that his own heart is bleeding. His own heart is hurting. So sometimes when we're wounded, we end up wounding others. That's the message I'm getting. Let's get a tarot card to go with this. Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, of course, is a card that indicates a message, right? But the Page of Wands is also like a child, someone who's still trying to figure out who they are, explore things, trying to understand the world at large. So I feel like the message right now is that this masculine is maybe in his heart space, but there's a lot of pain. And so wanting to kind of like block out some of that energy. It might be one of the reasons that you're either being blocked right now or just ghosted at this time. It's like the message very much is there. The opportunity to message you is there. It's not like this masculine can't message you. He can. I'm just getting here. He's choosing not to because there's something going on within his heart space. There's some sort of wound. And it's not an excuse, obviously, for this type of behavior, but I feel like that's what the message is to the feminine today, is that this masculine is still trying to figure out who he is, and he's got a lot of fear right now, and he's got a lot of pain in the heart space. And until he clears that, maybe he's just not going to act appropriately. Maybe he's not going to act mature. He's going to act like a child and turn away from his feelings, right? Doesn't want to see something, doesn't want to face something. So let's go ahead and see what else we need to know here. We have taboo. Interesting. I feel like there's a trauma around something that is taboo, something like this is unexplored territories. I'm not comfortable with something. There's something that I still feel shame over. There's something that is wrong here, or something wrong with me. That's what I'm getting here. This masculine feels like there's something wrong with him. But I'm also getting too, he feels like his hands are tied. Yeah, the Chariot's energy here. So the Chariot is the sign of Cancer. All right. But the Chariot is all about having the confidence to move forward. We feel like, for whatever reason, I have two cats that are fighting right now. I don't know why. Well, it's not a shock. But this right here is about, we feel destined. Like we feel like we're on our destined path. We feel like we're moving forward successfully. We have victory ahead of us. We feel like we're on track. I feel right now that this masculine does not feel like he is on track. He feels like something is off. He feels like there's something that's missing for him, and he's still trying to figure out what that is. So his hands are tied right now on his journey, or at least that's how he feels. He feels like his hands are tied. He feels like there's something, like he doesn't deserve something. He doesn't deserve happiness, or he's broken and he can't make anybody happy. So there's a real wound here is what I'm seeing popping up for this masculine this week. And the fact that we're coming up to the tail end of the year, going into a new year, I feel like there's a lot of heavy energy that's in this masculine's heart where it's going to really be, in a sense, bleeding this week, trying to get the masculine to face something, to feel something, to understand something. Now, some of you guys could receive a message from this masculine this week. So you could go from this ghosting energy or blocking energy to being unblocked or being communicated with. That could be happening for some of you guys, for sure. Something could change and shift when it comes to this masculine's heart space, but he's got to go through something. He's got to release something this week is what I'm getting here, because his destined path right now seems to be blocked, or he feels like he's just not in tune with himself. So until he feels in tune with himself again, he's going to be out of tune with the feminine is what I'm seeing here. So I'm hoping that that is resonating so far. So why don't we go ahead and look at the energy of his current head and heart space towards this feminine, okay? What is the current energy that he is holding this week towards the feminine? Let's look. We're going to go ahead and go into my Arrows of Love Oracle and Arrows of Love Tarot. Let's do it. What is the head space of this masculine this week towards the feminine? Headspace. Wings of love, guidance and protection. Let's get the tarot card. Two of keys. Okay, so up in the air. Two of keys is two of pentacles in this deck. So it's kind of like a toss-up up in the air. It's like there's certain times where he feels like he's being guided on what to do about this situation with the feminine. And then there's other times where he feels like he needs to push her away in order to protect her or even himself. So it's like he's in this flippity-floppity mind space with the feminine. Sometimes he feels safe and other times he does not. So until he makes these adjustments within himself, he's not going to be able to follow through or make decisions that are going to be consistent. So I'm just getting here, feminine. That's why this masculine's energy towards you is very inconsistent and kind of hot, cold, hot, cold. There's some adjustments that still need to be made. What about the heart space? Heart space energy. Let's look at it. Yeah, there we go again. Party of one. I feel like this came up recently. Still feels like maybe it's best just to be alone, or feels like maybe he can't make anyone happy. So until he really faces himself and makes some adjustments in his own life or his own behavior, it's like he's still holding himself at a distance from this feminine. That's not going to resonate for everybody. Some masculines could make contact this week, but I'm getting here for a lot of you, this masculine's still kind of battling something within. Ooh, there's the Judgment card. Now this is interesting to me because this actually came up in my daily reading. It was the Judgment card with, oh gosh, what was the other card? I can't remember. I think it was transparency, like really looking at a situation, being transparent with the self, looking at your life, reviewing your life, figuring out what you want to do moving forward. So I feel like that reading is actually connected to masculine. We're looking at, but it could be connected to the feminine too, as in the feminine is looking at this situation and saying, you know what? I love this masculine and I want to be supportive, but I also need to think about myself. I need to make some adjustments maybe in my own life that are going to be key for my own happiness moving forward. So for some of you, that might entail you guys actually embracing this period of separation and just focusing on other things, which we should of course be doing anyways. We shouldn't be focusing all of our effort and time and energy onto one person, especially if they have our back or their back towards us. We just need to be focusing on other things. You know, we can still have an open heart and still hold love and light in our heart for them, but at the same time, we do need to take care of ourselves. So I feel like this masculine in his heart space right now is really examining his life. He's examining his life choices. He's spending some time alone, kind of trying to figure out why he's still alone, or why he feels like he needs to be alone, or if he truly is deserving of love, if he is truly lovable, or if he has the capacity to love. So a lot of crap is happening and coming to a head this week, I feel, before we close out this year for this masculine, okay? Now, Judgment is connected to the planet Pluto, and Pluto is death and transformation. So I feel like there's a major death and transformation happening for this masculine as we head towards this, the end of the year, going into the new year. So some major things. So this particular masculine right now, I feel, is in the wings, as in protected by his own spirits, like his own spirit guides and angels this week while he's making these adjustments. So feminine, if you feel like you need to save this masculine, I'm getting here, maybe try to save yourself for now and make sure that you're taking care of you, because your masculine's angels and guides have his back, meaning like everybody has protection, everybody has the guidance, everybody has, of course, free will to ignore that guidance or, to go towards that guidance. And I feel like something will be adjusted this week in this department for this masculine. So maybe just give him that time and space that he needs to work with his higher self, his guides and angels, and, just love him from afar. That's what I'm seeing here this week. Okay, while he's going through this major death and transformation, reviewing everything. Okay, so now we're going to go into the energy of something that this masculine is keeping hidden. Okay, so something that he's hiding from that he might not have told you. So this right here is the Twin Flame Journey Twin Flame Journey Shadows that I created along with the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. So what are some of the shadows that this masculine is kind of hiding right now? What might he be ashamed of this week? We have excuses. Wow. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, interesting. The Hangman is connected to the sign of Pisces because it's ruled by Neptune. But we have Hanged Man. What is the Hangman on its own? Hangman is all about, kind of hanging around, maybe not doing something, feeling stuck, needing to see situations from a different perspective. I feel like this masculine has had a lot of time, you guys, just take this if it resonates, to work on himself and to heal. But he's made a lot of excuses. And so I just feel like this masculine is hiding behind fear. And so what he does is he makes a lot of excuses as to why he can't do this or why he can't do that or why you guys are still not together or why he still hasn't done this or done that. So what he's hiding behind excuses. And I just feel like it's stemming from fear. Okay. And what that's unfortunately doing is it's just literally sacrificing this amazing connection that you guys could be having, this amazing time that you guys could be living right now. So it's like he's sacrificing this connection by making a bunch of excuses and just remaining stuck. So this is a part of his shadow. This is something he needs to clear and heal. All right, let's see what else. We have ruthless. If this masculine has been very cruel and mean and ruthless to this feminine, okay, or just is in a ruthless period, just in general, this is also something that he's hiding behind. He's hiding behind rage. It's like he's using his rage to mask however he's actually really feeling. Yeah, he's got a lot of sorrow, though. 7 of Cups, optical illusions. It's an optical illusion right now. So what I'm seeing here is that what he's hiding behind an illusion and a mask that he is either happy or that he's, like he's got everything under control. He's hiding behind this mask is what I'm seeing here, because he's got a lot of sorrow. He's got a lot of trauma. He's got a lot of fear. He's got a lot of sadness. And all of these things combined have created this mask where he feels strong behind this mask. He's trying to project this image that he's okay. And I'm getting here he really isn't, which is why everything is coming to a head, I feel, at the end of this year. Everything is coming to a head. All of these things. That's why we had the very first card. What is this very first card? Bleeding heart. That's pain, you guys. That's all that sorrow. So I would not be surprised that some of you feminines actually hear from this masculine in the new year, because I really feel like he's going to go through a major dark night of the soul, death and transformation. That's what I'm seeing here today. And might even apologize to some of you guys for being so ruthless and heartless at times. And the reason that he was this way is because he was truly hiding from his own pain. So wounded people wound others, and that's what I'm seeing for masculine today. So what is he hiding? He's actually hiding his pain. And he's hiding behind this mask that he doesn't care or that he's strong. And he's also making a lot of excuses why he can't do this and why he can't do that, which stems from fear. So that's what I have for you guys this week for masculine's energy. So now we're going to go into the masculine's higher self message to the feminine. What does this masculine want this feminine to know at this time? So we are going to go into my divine masculine haunted deck and just see what this masculine is wanting the feminine to know from his higher self to her. When it's cold outside, I can't hear you through the fog. Ooh. So it's almost like this is part of the masculine's mask, is that I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Even though I feel like he can hear you, it's like he is purposely putting up this mask or this fog in between the two of you, so he is not affected by what you're sending his way or with what he knows deep down inside. Okay, so he's hiding from that truth. He's hiding from the feminine. He's letting her know from his higher self that he's hiding. He is looking her up, though. It says, curious. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So see the mask? If this masculine did not care, if this masculine was not still curious about the feminine, then and he didn't care about her, then why would he be looking her up? Why would he be trying to figure out what's going on with her? He does care. There's a level of interest here. But again, you know, he is refusing to take it all in. He's refusing to like pick up on all of the energy. It's like he's siphoning through. No, that's not the word. He's sifting. He's sifting through the information. He's sifting through the energy that feminine is sending to him. And he's cherry picking what feels good, but what doesn't feel good and what makes him feel uncomfortable. It's like he's turning his back to it so he doesn't have to feel it. Okay? But he's still curious about her and wants to know what she's up to, wants to know what's going on in her life, even though he might not feel ready for this. Oh, wow. I die without you. Is it my turn to be the one to cry? Ooh. So those are some songs that are coming through, you guys. I have a playlist, Divine Masculine, haunted playlist on my YouTube channel. So look it up. There's the songs. But I die without you. So this right here is talking about how this masculine does really feel like he's dying without the feminine. But he, in a way, almost feels like it's his turn to be the one to cry. It's his turn to be punished. It's his turn because he was so either nasty or just acted a certain way towards the feminine. So it's like kind of party of one, feeling sorry for myself kind of energy. But, you know, for some of them, that might be what they need to go through. They might need to understand something or come to some sort of revelation in that downtime or in that dark night of the soul. Yeah, I wish I could take back the things that I said. Regret. So there's a lot of reflection and a lot of regret and feeling really like a bleeding heart. Feeling the feminine's bleeding heart I'm getting. Okay? This masculine, I feel this week, feminine, is going to feel the pain that he caused you, if that's your story. If that's not your story, don't take it. But will feel the pain that he caused you, because he's going to feel it from some kind of experience or some sort of reflection this week. He's going to feel it. Okay? And that's why some of them at the beginning of this year, even at the end of this year, are going to find the courage and the strength to apologize for this. Not saying everybody, but some you will hear from this masculine to say, I am very sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for how I hurt you, for however long it's been. Okay? So now we're going to go into what can you learn from the pain of all of this feminine. What can you take away from this at this time? What's the takeaway here? Let's go into my Earth and Sky Oracle. What's the takeaway from all of this? What can you learn? We have the Crab, Cancer's energy. Interesting. Felt like we had the Chariot that came up earlier, right? Where did it come up? Yeah, there it was, the Chariot, which is Cancer. So some of you guys could be a Cancer or dealing with the Cancer. But the Cancer, of course, the influence of that is our emotions. It's connected to the moon, right? So it says emotional and moody, relaxed and homey, avoids conflict. I really feel like this masculine is very much kind of pulling because he's so emotional. He's pulling away. He's going within. He's retreating into his hermit crab shell and really, really feeling safe there. And that's because there's a lot of emotion, trying to perhaps even avoid conflict. So I feel, you guys, this ghosting is just a reaction or a protection of himself, a protection of his own space. It's not because he doesn't care. I'm getting here, it's because there's so much emotion he can't handle it. So this is my Treasure Trove Tarot. Let's go ahead and see what else the feminine is supposed to kind of take from this whole situation. So for me, the lesson is retreating to your own home, retreating to your own life, retreating to your own emotions, and dealing with your own stuff, while the masculine does the same. Yeah, look at that. The Four of Cups is a retreat. The Four of Cups is just kind of feeling bored, unhappy, dissatisfied, realizing that we're missing out on a lot of opportunities. So we already know that this masculine is doing this. He's actually wasting a lot of time because he's not using this time wisely to heal. This might happen at the tail end of this year, especially if they've been putting it off. A lot of crap is coming down on this masculine, in a way forcing him to feel these things so he can either make that leap into a new timeline next year. Okay, some of them will not. But this is you, feminine. How long are you going to just wait? How long are you going to put your lives on hold? How long are you going to miss out on other opportunities because of this masculine? Okay? So this is an opportunity for you guys to kind of take away with, what kind of life do you want to lead next year? What kind of a cycle do you want to enter into next year? Will it be the same routine with this masculine? Will it be the same song and dance? Will it be the same story where nothing is changing? Or do you want to break out of this pattern? I know a lot of you want to break out of this pattern. And some of you guys, that might require that you just basically say, you know what? I love this masculine, but obviously I can't make this relationship or this connection happen on my own. I can't make him want it or be ready for it. All I can do is just show up for myself. And if he happens to show up later and meet me down the line, great. But if it doesn't happen, no time wasted on my part. I feel like a lot of you are going to get to that point. So Spirit is basically telling you, do you want to keep going around the same circle, or do you want to break out of this pattern and change something this year, feminine? So you've gone through a lot with this masculine. A lot of things may have come up for you to where you were healing or became inspired to get, connected to your purpose and your mission. But it might be that this cycle is kind of ending right now with this particular masculine, and you're meant to enter into a new cycle. The dog. I love that. It's just about being a friend. It's about being a friend. Maybe you and this masculine are just meant to be friends right now. If you can't be romantic and you can't make this relationship happen, like a friend who just loves someone anyways, unconditionally, no matter what, that might just be the energy that you're shifting in with this masculine. You're not even mad about it. You're just accepting. It is what it is. And that's what I'm just seeing here. The dog's energy is going to be really good. And it might also be a time for friendship too. So instead of a time for union with this masculine, if that doesn't happen, I feel like at least there's a union of friendship. There's a union of community around you. There's people that you can have fun with outside of this masculine. So this masculine doesn't have to be your entire world or your entire goal. Eight of Pentacles. Yes, I love this. This might be you're coming together with people and doing workshops or retreats, or just learning from your friends, just basically working and collaborating and just having a lot of fun. Maybe even going back to school, just learning something, really working at your craft and really dedicated to it. So I just feel that no matter what happens, you guys, there's going to be an opportunity for you feminines to basically just get out of this routine of doom and gloom and actually start using your energy in a more effective way and a more inspiring way, and basically having a better year. I feel like 2023 is going to be a better year for a lot of you feminines out there, because you're going to break out of this energy of just either waiting or feeling sad. And you're just going to start making things happen. And you're going to start living your life. And you're going to expose yourself to new connections. And some of you guys, I just feel, are going to experience some major positive shifts because you're doing that. That's fantastic. So nothing wrong with that whatsoever. All right, so how are your spirits? Like your spirit guide's going to be assisting you with this situation. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. How is spirit assisting you with this situation, with this masculine? This is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. How is spirit assisting? Okay, so we have signs. Love that. So you're going to be getting a lot of signs when it comes to things that we need to let go of. Bound. That's the devil's energy. Things that we need to heal, things that we need to let go of. You're getting signs that it's time. Okay? And I'm also getting that this masculine is getting signs as well. All right, this is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Let's see what we need to know. Let's get a card for the feminine for signs. Basically, you will get the sign when it's time. So instead of waiting around for something to happen, you guys, Spirit would not give you signs to put your life on hold and wait for someone. Spirit would give you signs to continue thriving in your life, okay? So if some of you guys see 1111, that doesn't mean, okay, you know what? I'm going to wait for this masculine to change. I'm going to put my life on hold. It's coming any day now. No, that's not what Spirit would tell you to do. Spirit wants you to thrive. Spirit wants you to ascend. And we're not ascending when we're waiting around, putting all of our energy and focus on another person. Let's put that into ourselves. Whatever's meant for us will come to us in the future. Okay? So we as feminines are being given signs to move forward. It is safe to move forward. It is safe to explore other territories. If this connection is meant to be and this masculine is meant to be a part of your future, it simply will happen. That is what I'm seeing here. So let's take a look for the masculine. What is the signs for the masculine here? I love this. There's a lot of spiritual transformation for this masculine. There's going to be a lot of signs of, what to do, doing the right thing, acting with integrity. There's also a lot of issues around commitment, even family ties, family traumas, family crap that this masculine is going to be working on this coming year is what I'm seeing here. So this might be a year for the masculine to really, really dig deep within himself to figure out why he has commitment issues or family traumas, family of origin issues, and just who he is spiritually and what he came here to do. So I feel like you guys, not to say you're on different paths, but you guys are working on some different things this year. And I think that that's a good thing. Let's take a look at the bound energy for the feminine. Two of Cups. Okay, again, how am I toxically tied to this masculine? How am I putting my life on hold for this masculine? I know that there's something special here, but I need to let go and still live my life. I still need to thrive. I still need to ascend. I still need to grow and heal. I need to let go. It doesn't mean you got to forget about this masculine, but you need to disconnect in a toxic way. So if some of you guys are toxically bound, or again, you're waiting around, that's a toxic behavior. Remember, live your life and thrive in the meantime, if whatever is meant to be for you will simply be. So feminine is letting go of this connection in a toxic, codependent way. And this masculine's shadow energy is the ways that he is sabotaging himself, the nightmares that he has within, the stories, the narratives that are running around constantly in his mind. This has been holding this masculine back this entire time. So he is going to be working on these things. So this is how Spirit is assisting both of you. A lot of shadow work for the masculine, a little bit for the feminine, but I really feel like the feminine is going to be letting go and masculine is really going to be looking at himself and examining himself and really figuring out, why does he keep getting in his own way? Why does he keep experiencing the same thing over and over again? In what ways is he sabotaging his life? All of these things are coming to a head. So that is what we have. So now we're going to go ahead and end the reading with some likelihood that the masculine will return and apologize for his behavior. All right, let's take a look and see what does this look like. This is my Divine Feminine Healing Oracle. How likely is it that this masculine will return and apologize for this behavior? I already got that some of them, that is in the works. Okay, I do not deprive myself of enjoyment in this life. This is my Twin Flame Angel numbers. 1717. Okay, what I'm getting, you guys, is that some of these masculines, it's not likely that they will come back and apologize like anytime soon. Now, that doesn't mean ever. The reason I say this is because this is somebody who is not depriving themselves of their own enjoyment. Okay, that's a selfish time, meaning like they're just focused on themselves. And it's, to me, it's like masculine may not be willing to be uncomfortable and willing to face the music with some of the things. Instead, putting your time and energy into creative pursuits. So to me, it's like not putting your time and energy into reflecting, not putting your time and energy into apologizing. I feel like some of these masculines are still just going to kind of be in their own selfish mode, doing their own thing, trying to figure out who they are, and maybe even dating other people. I'm sorry to put that out there, but dating other people. And it might really, really cause the feminine to feel insecure. But feminines, if you are focusing on yourself and you're doing your own thing, you're not going to get wrapped up in this energy, okay? So really just try to give this masculine time to cycle out whatever he needs to cycle out. And some of you guys might just say, you know what? I'm not putting up with this. I'm not dealing with this. And you might decide to cut ties this year and just open up 2023 to completely new things, which I support all decisions. I don't think that you can make a wrong decision for yourself at all. So don't let anybody shame you into doing what you feel is right for you. All right, let's get one more. Okay. Living my best life helps me to deal with any injustices. Revenge. All right, let me go ahead and get the card that goes with this so I can give you my assessment here. 1616. Okay. I just feel for the majority, I feel like some masculines will apologize, but I feel like for the majority, they're still going to kind of be in this root chakra energy, which is very earthbound, very much focusing on the material, very much focusing on ego, and maybe not really focusing on heartfelt matters. So I feel like a lot of them are going to go through some experiences, but some of them are still going to choose to turn a blind eye to it. They're still going to choose to just kind of, gloss over it and maybe not really absorb a lot of that energy. So I feel like it could be a while, which is why you don't want to put your life on hold or wait. But that's not going to be for everybody, you guys. Everybody's story is different. It's just that whoever I'm plugging into today is still kind of working on some physical world stuff, physical traumas, feeling like maybe they're going to turn a new leaf or feel better if they make more money or if they look better. This is still not a lot of work going on the inside. Okay? Those that we've hurt, are we making amends? Not really getting that. I'm not really getting a masculine who is putting a lot of effort into heart matters. It's more or less trying to build himself up in the material world, trying to make himself feel better on the outside instead of doing the work on the inside. So again, not for everyone, but I feel that some of you guys, if you do make the mistake of waiting for this masculine to change, you're probably going to end up pretty unhappy, because whenever we're waiting for someone else, we're wasting our own precious time and energy. We're wasting our lives away on account of another person. We're giving that person all the power over our happiness. And I'm getting here, that's what needs to change for a lot of you feminines this year or this coming year. So it's an opportunity to just change your focus. And when we change our focus, it's amazing how just amazing opportunities and all kinds of new experiences usher in, because we're letting go of some of that debris. We're letting go of some of that control, right? We're letting go of our need to know exactly how it's going to pan out. And I just feel like whatever's going to happen here is going to happen when both people are really ready. And I just feel like this masculine, at least a lot of them that I'm channeling today, just are still seem to be dragging their fucking feet. I'm sorry to say it. They're just dragging their feet. So let's go ahead and get some final messages for feminine, just things that you can do to shift your vibes. This is my Shift Your Vibes suggestion deck. I love this. First of all, bonfire. This is going to be perhaps, like a Yule winter solstice celebration, where you're actually lighting the Yule log or lighting a fire. You're purifying yourself in fire. I'm not saying you're purifying yourself by, like in that way, but what you're doing is you're just taking certain things, perhaps, and maybe burning them, ending the year with letting something go. And of course, it says s'mores, so it could be that after you burn certain things, just as purification, it's like you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying your time. you're reflecting on what you want to bring into the new year. So I feel like there's a ritual for a lot of you guys where you're going to be letting something go, and then you're going to be focusing on what you want to bring into the new year. There's a ritual that you're doing here, and Spirit's saying it will be a very good one, okay? This is also a great time to spend with family and friends, obviously holidays if you're able to, spend time with people that love you, that care about you, that are supportive of you, etc. All of those things will really help you. I love this. Do it yourself, homemade. So this is about, just kind of going back to the basics, right? And doing things on your own, doing things for yourself, really caring for yourself. Sometimes we're motivated when it comes to doing things for other people, which is great. But sometimes we kind of lose touch with doing things for ourselves. So I feel like you guys will really be spending some time, maybe doing some things for you, maybe even spending more time at home, maybe even making things and doing things that are fun, like little projects with families or even friends, maybe even starting businesses where you're making your own things and you're feeling really good about that business. So that's a message as well. Let's get one more. Oh, we have fly a kite. You're definitely not staying inside though the whole time. Some of you guys might spend some time outdoors, just doing things and activities that really just make you feel calm, like flying a kite, or just that's like getting in touch with your inner child, or looking up at the sky and looking at the clouds, or looking at the kite that goes back and forth and the way that it just kind of sails through the wind. So it kind of reminds us that life is about just going with the flow, and whatever way the wind is blowing is the direction that's meant for us. So it really reminds us that sometimes when things aren't meant to be, they're not happening for a reason. And when things are meant to be, things will start to go into that direction. So it gives us an opportunity to kind of just plug into that understanding. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I do hope it was helpful for some of you guys out there. Remember, if certain things didn't resonate, don't try to make them fit, okay? But that's what I have for you guys. And if you guys want to help my channel out or just help me out as a reader on here on YouTube, I do have a donation link if you guys are interested in leaving me a donation. All of those things help. And also be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications on. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Again, everything definitely helps my channel and helps me to grow and continue to thrive here and bring you guys these readings on a normal basis. So anyways, thanks so much, you guys, and I will catch you guys later on this week with some other readings. Have a great day. Bye-bye.